little bit of background for this. In the fall, Tessa Lapointe came to me and asked if I would read a script that she had written. And it was an adaptation of the Scarlet Pimpernel. And I thought, well, that's ambitious. And it really was. And it was a full-length play, 88 pages. And I thought, well, now, that was amazing. And she had taken months to do this. So I read it, and I thought, this is an opportunity for our school to start something that I have never seen another school do, and that is actually produce something that a student has written. I am so proud of Tessa, and I am so proud of this cast. They are not only the cast, they are also the crew, they are also the costumers, they do their own, they are also, publicity, they're everything. They're kind of everything. And that's kind of what happens when the only people that we have doing the show is a classroom of theater kids. So that's what we have, and I think you will be kind of delighted. I am. There are a few people who did not make the program because they were the last-minute angels that just appeared out of nowhere, and I don't know how I would have lit this very moment if it wasn't for Mrs. Anderson, who's behind that spotlight. So she just came in actually the day before we were doing dress rehearsals and said, I guess you need a light person? And I said, yes. And then Mr. and Mrs. Lapointe have been here every single one of the dress rehearsals, doing, putting curtains up, taping the floor, helping with costumes, making sure everybody's blood sugar is like right off the charts. And that I so appreciate them. I just can't tell you how much. It's been wonderful. And then let's see, yesterday? It was yesterday, hang on. Yesterday, Sawyer Smith jumped in to do the curtain, because otherwise it was the actors pulling the curtain. So she's doing our curtain for us, and she's doing makeup, she's doing hair. You guys, it is an amazing thing when a community like ours comes together. So, and now, without any more ado from me, I present to you Scarlet Pimpernel.
Last week, well, I don't know.
How did it happen, citizen?
Well, Crosby was keeping good watch of his post as usual. But we've all heard of the Scarlet Pimpernel, that meddlesome Englishman. He snatched away aristocrats in the middle of the night and almost escaped supernaturally. But he won't get through my gates, not unless he be the devil himself.
Yeah, well, but how do you get past Grospierre?
Grospierre? Grospierre was a fool and a drunk.
Disgusting.
The market carts were going to the gate that day, and one came by carrying a number of barrels driven by an old man, with a young boy sitting beside him. Oh, and Grospierre, he thought he was so clever by checking through most of the barrels.
That was his problem.
Of course, they were empty, so he let the cart pass through. But not half an hour later, up came running the captain of the guard, and about a dozen soldiers. Yeah. And he told Grospierre that the cart that had just passed through was carrying an entire family of aristos! Aristos? And that the driver of that cart was none other than the Scarlet Pimpernel! Immediately he let the captain of the guard and his dozen soldiers go through, but
it was too late! He had to curse that Grospierre. He deserved his fate.
Imagine not examining the barrels properly.
But the aristos were in the cart.
What?
No, the driver was not the Scarlet Pimpernel. No, the captain of the guard was the Scarlet Pimpernel. And every one of his soldiers were aristos.
Truly that man must be the devil himself.
You never know, but he won't get through my gate. No one's ever gotten through my gate.
Oh, pardon me. Excuse me.
Passports?
There it is. Here you are.
It says you're traveling with your grandson.
Yes.
Yes,
Look. Come to look at this. My grandson is but a small horse. Their son saying, go sickness.
Go! Get out of your play!
Down with the Aristotle.
As I was saying, no one's ever gotten through my gate. Most secure gate.
A cart! There was a cart!
What cart?
Your mine old hat! She said I saw by the plague!
Yes?
I just got word that cart contained the Count of Tournay and her 2 children, traitors all of them condemned to death.
More blue in their timer?
I fear that was the accursed Englishman himself. What's that?
It's Simon that infernal red flower! The Scarlet Pimpernel!
Madam Guillotine will have a new victim!
No!
Did you ever see such a wet September, Miss Jellybans?
I don't know if I ever did, and I've lived on these parts near 60 years.
Me neither, and I've lived here 975 years.
Is that so?
That it is. This weather's much more like April than September, I'd say.
Aye, but then what do you expect with the government we've got?
Oh, I don't expect nothing, Miss Jellyband. Call me fruit rotten. Well, as the scriptures say.
Oh, that's quite right, Mr. Hampsey. But then them French devils are murdering their king.
Let 'em murder, I say, let 'em murder. But let's not have this wet weather in September. It's against the law, I swear, my dear.
I'm sorry, Mother, but are we still expecting Lord Anthony tonight?
Yes, yes. Go and get us separated before he gets here.
You have any special guests then tonight, Miss Jellyband?
No one special, just Lord Anthony, Sir Andrew, and some dukes and duchesses from across the water that the young noblemen have helped out of the clutches of the murdering French devils.
What do those Frenchies do that for?
I thought you said let him murder.
Don't know as I ever did, Miss Jellyband.
Oh, I think I hear my Lord Anthony's horse in the yard. Lord Anthony?
I'm coming, my darling.
Yes.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Hey, pretty Sally. Bless your pretty eyes. Your mother must have a hard time keeping men away from you.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that, my lord. I think the bigger trouble will be keeping
Oh, I don't think there will be any trouble, Sally dear. I think you're needed in the kitchen.
Sorry, madame. I promised to distract your daughter. And how's your fruit doing in this season, Mr. MC?
Badly, Lord, what can you expect with the government favoring the murdering French devils?
Like, so they would. At any rate, we have some friends who've escaped their grasp. Coming here tonight.
How many places should I lay, my lord?
5 places, pretty Sally, but cook enough food for 10. They shall be quite hungry. Here they are now!
What's ahead, Countess?
Welcome to England, madame.
Lord Anthony Dewhurst, I presume?
At your service, madame. Sir Andrew, I see you were successful.
Well, I'd best be off. See you tomorrow, my dear.
I look forward to it, Mr. Hempseed.
Messieurs, what can I possibly say to you in thanks?
Just that you'll be happy to be in England, madame. That you haven't suffered too much from your journey.
Oh yes, we are glad to be in England. And we have already begun to forget all we have suffered.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long.
It's life. Supper at last. Allow me, madame.
Come here, Suzanne.
To the Count de Tournay. Yes, may we welcome to England before long.
Oh, monsieur, I scarcely dare to hope.
Have faith, madame. We'll bring you as surely as we brought you today.
I trust you completely, monsieur. I know you'll bring my father to safety.
I am but a humble tool in the hands of our king. It is he who organized your escape and he who plans it to motion.
Your leader, monsieur. Where might he be? So I may thank him for all he has done for us.
I'm afraid it'll be quite impossible, madame. The Scarlet Pimpernel's identity is only known under secrecy of oath to his most faithful and trusted followers.
But what is the Scarlet Pimpernel?
Well, it's a little red flower, but it's also the name that has been chosen to hide the identity of the best and bravest man in the world.
But why should you and your leader risk your lives for all of us, who mean nothing to you?
Sport, madame!
No, not sport only, I am sure. There must be a more noble motive for this work.
Well, I love the game. It's the best sport I've had the pleasure to play.
Well, it is wonderful that you should be so devoted to your fellow men.
when in France, treachery is so abundant, and all of it in the name of liberty and fraternity.
And the women seem even more against us, aristocrats, than men.
Oh, yes. There was once a woman I knew, Marguerite Blakeney. She denounced the Marquis de Saint-Cyr and his entire family, sending each and every one of them to their deaths.
Marguerite Saint-Just?
Oh, you must know her. She was an actress in France, but married an Englishman not a year ago.
I knew Marguerite in Paris. I was school friends with her. I do not believe she would do something so wicked.
It does seem incredible. Sir Percy Blakeney, her husband, is very wealthy, in high social standing, and a close friend of the Prince of Wales. Lady Blakeney leads both fashion and society in London. While we've heard the rumors about the Marquis, no one in England would credit them.
Be that as it may, I pray that while I am in the company of your beautiful country, I never had the misfortune to meet Marguerite Saint-Just.
Sir Percy Blakeney and Lady Blakeney are arriving.
I cannot see her! I will not!
What weather this is! I've never seen such a contemptible climate.
Yes. Actually.
Andrew, Lord Anthony, I didn't expect to see you here in Dover. Suzanne? I'm the Countess, so how did you come to be in England?
Suzanne, I forbid you to speak to that woman.
I'm sorry if I've caused you offense, Lieutenant. I simply wish to greet an old friend.
No, we are in England now, madame, and I will forbid my daughter to go near you if I wish. Come, Suzanne.
Mama, wait. Yes.
How are you, Anthony? Andrew? Well, what a beastly day, this. Dark climate. Ah, don't you all look sheepish. What have I missed?
Nothing at all, Sir Percy. Simply an insult to your wife.
You don't say. And who was the man that dared to insult the cleverest woman in England?
Monsieur, I'm afraid it was my mother, the Countess de Tournay, who offended Madame your wife. I am prepared to offer the usual reparation between men of honor. Why, Sandra, would you look at this? The English turkey and the French banter.
Yes. Well, little Benson, where did you learn to speak such good English? It's marvelous. Darn marvelous. I know I can speak French like that.
I'll vouch for that. Sir Percy has a British accent you could cut with a knife. Monsieur, you don't understand. I offer the usual reparation between gentlemen. My sword, Monsieur. 10 to 1 on the little lantern.
What good have I for your sword, sir?
I offer you a duel, Monsieur.
A duel? Why would I want to duel you? I never fight duels. Darn uncomfortable things, don't you think?
Lord Anthony, won't you please play peacekeeper between these two? I'm afraid this child may cause Sir Percy injury. Though I do believe the British turkey is one of the day, Sir Percy could provoke every man in England and still keep his temper in check.
Darn smart, isn't she? Such a clever woman, my wife. Cleverest woman in England, you'll say.
She is right, Viscount. You don't want to start off your time in England upsetting Sir Percy.
Well, if Monsieur is satisfied, then I'll withdraw myself.
Ah, good. Withdraw yourself. Darn excitable little puppy. I say, Andrew, if this is a sampling of the goods you and your friends bring over from France, perhaps you should be throwing them in the channel. Wherever you put in the stocks for your smuggling.
You forget, Sir Percy, that your own bundle of imported goods from France stands before you.
Ah, but I have the pick of the market, madam. And my taste is unerring.
More so than your chivalry.
Well, I'm not going to let myself be made into a pincushion by every man who doesn't like the shape of your nose.
Don't be afraid, Sir Percy. It isn't the men who dislike my nose.
Afraid? Afraid, madam, why? I put up my fist before, and need hardly won that battle.
I wish I could have seen you then, Sir Percy. And now, to be afraid of a little French boy.
See here, Andrew. I've made my wife laugh. You must drink to the wits that made the cleverest woman in England laugh.
Yes, sir.
Come on, my good jelly man, bring us some punch.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no time for that, Sir Percy. The skipper will be coming soon for my brother, and he must be on board your ship, or it will miss the tide.
Oh, there's plenty of time, madam.
Actually, sir, I believe the skipper is arriving now. In which case, I hope you will all forgive me if I bid my brother farewell. I can't believe you're leaving again. To have had you to myself this week. Now our time together has slipped away.
I won't be going that far. It's only a narrow channel and a few miles of road. That's all that will separate us.
It isn't the distance, Armand, that worries me. It's Paris. They've gone too far. I know we're both Republicans. We share the same ideas of liberty and equality. But they're going too far. Even you must agree with that.
Hush, Margot.
You see? You don't even think it's safe to speak of such things here in England. How can you go back to France? Please, don't go, Armand. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to you.
I must go. While France is in peril, her sons should not turn their backs on her.
I sometimes wish you were not so virtuous, Armand. Please be careful while you're there.
As much as I can be.
Promise me you'll be careful. I have only you to care for me.
I promise you, Margot. But there are others who care for you. Percy does.
Perhaps once he did.
What do you mean?
Do not worry yourself over it, Armand.
I will worry. Does Percy know the part you played in the Marquis de Saint-Cyr's arrest?
But I sent his entire family to the guillotine, you mean? Yes, Percy knows. I told him after we married, so he learned of the story from other sources. My confession meant nothing to him. The circumstances that may have exonerated me were worthless. And I have the pleasure of knowing that the biggest fool in England has complete contempt for his wife.
Percy loves you, Margot.
At one point he did, I'm sure of it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have married him. Percy worshipped me, Armand. Oh, and yes, he was a fool, but another fact that he was so slow was appealing to me. For a more clever man would have had other ambitions. I thought that he would worship me and think of nothing else. And I allowed myself to be worshipped, and I gave him all of my own love in return. But now he knows I have sent a man to a tribunal that knows no pardon, no mercy. And he loathes me for it.
Of course he doesn't, Margot. I'm sorry, I have to go, or the boat will leave without me.
Armand!
I'm sorry, but it will all work out. I promise you. I promise you.
Please, be careful.
Citizeness Saint-Just.
Chauvelin!
At your service, Citizeness.
It is wonderful to see you again, old friend. What in the world are you doing here in England?
Why, I've come for you, of course.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, seeing you this night, it is frightfully clear that you are suffering from the worst affliction that can fall upon the cleverest woman in England.
And what might that be, Chauvelin?
Boredom.
You think I'm bored? Why?
Well, it appears to me that idyllic folly that snatched you away from us not a year ago lasted only a matter of weeks.
Idyllic follies never last, dear Chauvelin. They come upon us like the measles and are just as easily cured. Would you claim to have a prescription for my boredom?
Yes. Citizeness, would you do France a small service?
It all depends on the service she wishes me to perform.
Have you ever heard of the Scarlet Pimpernel?
Heard of him? People talk of little ants here in England.
Well, then I imagine you know he has been helping traitors to the Republic escape here to England with the assistance of the rest of his gang. I have been sent here as a representative, and one of my duties is to find out all about this League of the Scarlet Pimpernel and bring them to justice, as well as a mysterious man who leads a society of young English hooligans. While the others are the hands, he is the head, and he calmly works at the destruction of France. I will strike at that head, but I need your help. Find him for me, citizeness. Find him for France.
Where in the world would I look for him?
Oh, everywhere, citizeness. Lady Blakeney is the pivot of social London. You see everything. You hear everything.
Easy, my friend. You seem to forget that Sir Percy Blakeney stands between myself and what you propose. Besides, even if you knew who the Scarlet Pimpernel was, you could do nothing against him.
I would take my chances. If anything, we could simply send him to the guillotine first, and apologize to the British government later.
This is horrible, Chauvelin. This man, whoever he may be, is brave and noble. I would never be an accomplice to such villainy.
would you rather be insulted by every French aristocrat he brings into this country?
It's beside the question. I refuse to do your dirty work for you, or for France. I know you have other means at your disposal. Use them instead.
That is not your last word, citizeness. We meet in London, I hope.
We meet in London, but that is my last word.
Look at it,
It depends.
Will you be needing anything else, sirs?
Nothing pretty, Sally, but make sure that we have some peace and quiet. We'll be going over some business matters.
Of course, my lord.
The innkeeper's daughter, Anthony?
Well, she may not be the daughter of a countess like your Suzanne, but I say she's as much of a prize.
At any rate, we have business to discuss. I met the Scarlet Pimpernel in Calais this morning. He crossed over to France about 2 days before us, and then escorted the Countess de Tournay and her whole family all the way from Paris. And do you know how he was dressed? As an old market woman. And underneath the turnips and cabbages in his cart was the Countess de Tournay, Mademoiselle Suzanne, and the Vicomte. They never suspected who their driver was, and he just drove through the mobs and soldiers shouting, "Town with the aristos!" as loud as the French. I tell you, the man's a marvel.
And what are his next instructions?
He wants you to meet him in Calais next Wednesday to get the Count de Tournay to England. You'll have a hard time escaping, if you escape at all. But Armand Saint-Just has already gone to meet him. No one suspects Saint-Just yet, of course. But I dare say our leaders will have a tough job getting both men out of the country. Hope I can be there.
Or is there anything I should know for this mission impossible?
Oh, yes. Apparently, the Republican government has sent over an agent by the name of Chauvelin. This man is determined to discover the identity of our leader, so that the next time he sets foot in France, he may be kidnapped. This Chauvelin has an entire army of spies behind him, so the chief says we must meet only when necessary, and never in public places. Oh, yeah. Read these instructions, commit them to memory, and then destroy them.
What's that?
I don't know, but it's from the chief. Let's see. I think it's in code, actually.
So, Armand Saint-Just is a traitor after all. Now, Lady Blakeney, I think you will help me find the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Your Majesty, may I introduce the accreditor of the French government, Monsieur Chauvelin?
Monsieur. We'll forget for the moment the government that sent you and see you merely as our guest. As such, you are welcome here.
Monseigneur. Madame?
Chauvelin. Monsieur and I are old friends, Your Royal Highness.
Then you were doubly welcome, Monsieur.
Your Majesty, may I also introduce to you the Countess de Tournay and her lovely family?
It is a pleasure to meet you, Madame. My father is ever glad to welcome those of your compatriots whom France has driven from her shores.
Your Royal Highness is ever gracious. My daughter Suzanne and my son, the Vicomte de Tournay.
Charmed, mademoiselle. I am glad to finally meet you as well, Monsieur le Vicomte. I knew your father well when he was ambassador in London.
Monsieur, I owe the honor of this meeting to our protector, the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Hush.
No, Monseigneur. There was no need to check this gentleman's display of gratitude. That name is well known to me and to France.
Faith in, Monsieur. Perhaps you know more about your national hero than we do ourselves. Perhaps you even know who he is. See, the ladies hang upon your words. You would render yourself popular with them if you were to satisfy their curiosity.
Monsieur, but the Roman fancies that your Highness could give the truest account of that enigmatical wayside flower.
Nay, my lips are sealed, and the members of the League jealously guard the secret of their chief. His adorers have to be content with worshipping a shadow. All we know is that he is the bravest gentleman in the world, and we all feel a little proud when we remember he is an Englishman.
Monsieur Chauvelin, His Royal Highness should add that we ladies think of him like one of the heroes of old. We worship him, we wear his badge, we tremble for him when he is in danger, and exult with him in the hour of his victory.
And we poor husbands, well, we must stand by while they worship a dark shadow.
If you'd excuse me, Monseigneur, I wish to speak with my old friend, Lady Blakeney. Madame?
I'm afraid this is quite an inopportune moment, Chauvelin. I should only be able to give you 5 minutes at most before my husband starts to wonder why you've taken me away.
Yes, 3 minutes would suffice, citizeness. And I think you'd be wise to listen to what I have to say.
Is that a threat, citizen?
Just an arrow shot into the air. Your brother, Saint-Just, is in great danger. But first, let me explain. Last night I came to you. I asked for your help. I thought I could rely on you. But you gave me your answer. Less than an hour later, I obtained possession of some papers which revealed more plans to rescue French aristocrats, all organized by the Scarlet Pimpernel himself.
And how did you obtain these papers, Chauvelin?
2 men, Lord Anthony and Sir Andrew, were at the Fisherman's Rest in Dover last night as well. I already knew they were members of the cursed League of the Scarlet Pimpernel. I obtained the papers from them.
Not with their consent, I imagine.
No, they were otherwise occupied at the time.
And what of the papers?
So they gave me information about certain movements, told me certain names. They left me regrettably ignorant about the identity of the Scarlet Pimpernel. However, among the papers was a letter to Sir Andrew, written by your brother. A letter which implicates Saint-Just as not only sympathetic to the enemies of France, but also a member of the League of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
An imaginary plot, monsieur. My Armand in league with the Scarlet Pimpernel. My Armand helping the aristocrats he despises. What an imagination you have, Chauvelin.
Perhaps I'm not being clear. Your brother has been compromised, completely and without a doubt. Saint-Just is beyond any hope of pardon or reprieve. Unless you change your answer about that subject which you spoke of last night.
You would force me to spy for you in exchange for Armand's safety. Is that it?
Spy, such an ugly word. And I wouldn't be forcing you at all. You'd be winning a pardon for Armand Saint-Just by doing me and France a small service. Watch for me tonight.
Watch for what? Scarlet Pimpernel. He won't come here.
Ah, there you are wrong, citizens. Here, read this.
Remember, we must not meet more often than is strictly necessary. You have all instructions for Wednesday. If you wish to speak to me again, I shall be at Antony's ball. What is that supposed to mean?
That little red flower in the corner, the Scarlet Pimpernel. He will be here tonight, and you will find him for me. It's simple, citizeness.
It does seem simple. When you want to kill a chicken, you take hold of it and wring its neck. But the chicken doesn't find it simple, does it? You hold a knife to my throat, hold my brother hostage for my obedience. You may find it simple, but I do not.
This is an opportunity for you to save your brother. And, as Lady Blakeney, no one suspects you. With your help, I may yet discover the identity of the Scarlet Pimpernel. And when I do, I pledge the oath of France to you that your brother shall be safe.
If I promise to help you, Chauvelin, you give me the letter my brother wrote.
If you are useful tonight, then tomorrow I will give you that letter.
You don't trust me?
Oh, I trust you completely. But Saint-Just's life is forfeit to his country. It's up to you to redeem it. I shall see you when you have my prize, madame.
Well, do you know, I found recently that I'm quite a poet. Yes, in fact, I wrote a poem today. It rhymes in 4 places, you see. That makes it a poem.
Go on then, Sir Percy.
Quite right. The Scarlet Pimpernel by Sir Percival Blakeney. We seek him here, we seek him there. Those Frenchies seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven? Is he in hell? That damned elusive Pimpernel? Oh, but dinner's ready, everyone. Let's go eat. That's right. This way. supper, madam?
I'll be at home shortly, Sir Percy. You go ahead. I'll start out myself tomorrow. Further instructions meet me in the supper room at 1 o'clock precisely. Signed with that little red flower. So it's true. The Scarlet Pimpernel really is here. All I have to do, 2 hours. 2 hours, then I must either turn over a brave and noble man I've never met, or know that my dear brother, just as brave and noble, would go to his death. But then, what if I do know the Scarlet Pimpernel? He's here, maybe he is my friend. Anyone could be him. Sir Andrew, Lord Antony, the Prince of Wales himself. Could I sacrifice one of them? How dare you do this to me, Chauvelin? Armand must be saved, at any cost. He's all I have. I won't let him die a traitor's death upon the guillotine. As for this stranger, I am sure he is a stranger. Let fate decide. If the Scarlet Pimpernel is as clever as they all claim, perhaps he will even be able to escape from Chauvelin's grasp. Then neither man's blood will be on my hands. I do hope that is what will happen.
Safe in the arms of his charming sister.
At your service, madam.
It's quite a beautiful night. The moonlight is so peaceful and poetic, garden inviting. Would you not stay with me a while? Or is my company so distasteful that you're in a hurry to be rid of me?
Oh, not at all, madam. I think that you'll find the night air a bit more poetic without my company.
You mistake me, Sir Percy. The rift that has gone between us was not one of my making, if you remember.
Oh, pardon me then, madam, for my memory was always rather short.
It is not short, Sir Percy, but it must be altered. Was it 4 years ago or 4 that you saw me for a single hour in Paris? Then when you returned 2 years later, you had not forgotten me.
You desired my presence. I doubt it was to simply reminisce.
Why not? The Pleasant isn't so wonderful. Why should I dwell in the past?
I fear, madam, that my dull wits will not be able to accompany you there.
Sir Percy,
Madam.
is it possible love can die? I once thought the passion you felt for me would outlast the span of human life, but now it seems there is nothing left of that love. Is there anything remaining to wish to get between us, Percy?
With what objective, madam?
I don't understand.
I shall ask the question simply then, for my slow wits are unable to grasp the cause of your ladyship's sudden new mood. Do you just wish to see me once more, a lovesick suppliant at your feet, so that you can have the pleasure of kicking me aside like a troublesome lapdog again?
Can't we bury the past, Percy?
Pardon me, madam. I thought you wished to dwell on it.
Not that past. I spoke of a time when you loved me still, but now it seems that love has faded, and I can't understand why.
Not 24 hours after our marriage, the Marquis de Saint-Cyr and all of his family perished at the guillotine. Then, rumor reached me that it was the wife of Sir Percy Blakeney that helped to send them there.
I told you the truth of what happened.
But not until after I'd been told of it from a stranger.
And you believed them, then and there, without proof or question, without listening to my side of the story. Oh, you thought I meant to deceive you about it, but Percy, I was tricked into doing this by men who knew how to play upon my love for my only brother. Please, listen to the story, Sir Percy, the full story. Mom does everything to me. We had no parents until we brought each other up. And then one day, the Marquis de Saint-Cyr had my Armand thrashed because he dared to love the Marquis's daughter. I suffered to see him treated so. It ate into my very soul. So when I had the opportunity to take my revenge against the Marquis, I took it. I knew he plotted with Austria against France, so spoke of this in the company of men whom I perhaps should not have. But I only wished to bring him trouble and humiliation. I did not know. How could I have known what would happen? When I realized what I had done, it was too late.
At the time of the Marquis's death, I asked you for an explanation of the rumors that had spread of your involvement. And you refused me all explanation and demanded of my love a humiliating allegiance I was unprepared to give.
I wanted to test your love for me. It did not pass. You used to tell me that you drew the very breath of life for your love.
To test my love, you demanded I forfeit my honor. I did not ask you for an explanation then. I waited for one. Had you said but a single word, I would have accepted any confession on the spot. But you gave me nothing. And left me alone.
I was too prideful. I had only just left your side when I wished to return to you, but when I did, I found you altered, wearing that mask of indifference which you have never laid aside until now.
It's not a mask. I swore to you once that my life was yours. But for months now, it has been your toy.
Sir Percy, I wish to speak to you because I was in trouble. I am in trouble. And I have need of your sympathy.
It is yours to command.
Armand is in deadly danger. A letter of his has fallen into the hands of a fanatic, and soon, tomorrow perhaps, he will be arrested. And then he goes to the guillotine and thus. Oh, but it is horrible, Percy, horrible. You don't understand, you can't. Except I have no one to turn to anymore.
How may I serve you, madam?
Is there anything you can do for Armand? You have so many friends, so much influence, there must be something you can do.
Surely you'd be better off seeking the influence of your French friend, Monsieur Chauvelin.
It is he who has put the price on my brother's head, Percy.
Do not fear for Armand, madam. I give you my word, it will be safe. But it is getting late now. You must be tired, and I have work to do.
You're leaving, Sir Percy? Where?
Urgent, most unexpected business calls me to the north this morning, madam. May I therefore have your permission to leave?
But you'll be back soon.
Possibly, but I couldn't say at this point.
Will you please just tell me why you are leaving? It's your wife, sure they have the right to know. There were no letters delivered to you last night, and none were waiting when we returned from home. You aren't going to the north, are you?
My business has to do with Vermont. There. Now have I your permission to depart?
Wait, you will not run into any danger, will you?
Danger? Not at all, madam. I simply wish to use some of my influence before it is too late.
You allow me to thank you at least.
Oh, there's no need for that. My life is at your service.
And mine will be at yours, Sir Percy, in exchange for what you do for Armand. Farewell. You will come back.
Very soon.
And you will remember.
I will always remember, madam, that you have honored me by commanding my services.
Sir Percy, what are you hiding in here? Maps of France? What do you need those for? That little flower. Coincidence, surely. Everyone has a flower on something. Even I have to embroider it on some gowns. Urgent, unexpected business. I'll start out myself tomorrow. Mon Dieu! Percy! My husband! The Scarlet Pimpernel!
The courier just delivered this, my lady.
Thank you. Armand's letter. Mr. Chauvelin must know. Must have seen. Oh, Percy, what have I done?
Son, Juice has been compromised?
According to my wife.
And how does Lady Blakeney know this?
Chauvelin. He's placed a price on Armand's head, and it's clear that he's somehow determined he's one of my agents.
But how did Chauvelin come across this information?
His name was on the letter.
What letter?
The letter you passed was at the Fisherman's Rest. Chauvelin must have stolen that from us.
Armand, you fool. I thought I had told all of you never to use your real names.
Armand has never passed information before. He must have forgotten.
He was foolish. He should have known better.
What will you do now, Sir Percy?
The plan remains unchanged. I'll be taking my ship, the Daydream, over to France as soon as I'm finished here.
But, sir...
No arguments, Andrew. I was already going to set out to bring Armand and Détourné back today. Nothing has changed now, except that Armand is under heightened threat.
But, sir, if Armand is under threat, then surely you will be as well. What if Chauvelin knows?
What does it matter if Chauvelin knows?
But if he knows who you are, then...
It will make no difference. I swore to Marguerite that I would save her brother, and I swore to the Countess Détourné that I would save her husband, and that is what I will do, whether Chauvelin knows who I am or not.
But, Percy, no one wants to see them rescue more than we do, but if something should happen to you, we would never forgive ourselves.
It will be no fault of yours, I assure you.
What of Lady Blakeney?
What of Lady Blakeney?
Well, Chauvelin has truly put a price on Armand's head. Don't you think she would have tried to pay it? Do you even know what that price was?
What could she have done? Marguerite knows nothing of who I am. Even if Chauvelin asked her to betray me, she would have been unable to.
Are you sure? She may not know who you are, but is it quite impossible that she was able to lead Chauvelin to you?
He makes a fair point. I saw Chauvelin with you at the ball.
Even if he knew he was supposed to be waiting for someone, he had no reason to suspect it was I he was waiting for.
But what if he suspects it even still, Percy?
That is a risk I shall have to take. Nothing will dissuade me from going to France.
We understand.
And you'll obey my orders and remain in England?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Percy, where's her ring?
Well, I suppose it's gone, isn't it?
Percy, you didn't...
I told you. Marguerite knows nothing of who I am. So maybe I gave her a nudge in the right direction?
Percy, this is madness! You're a fool! Percy, if Chauvelin didn't know you before, he certainly does now. How can you do something so idiotic?
He's in love! That's why!
Quite so. But odds life, boys. Maybe it was madness. It's hardly felt like madness to me, not with Marguerite.
Good luck then, Percy.
Thank you, Anthony.
Hope you know what you're doing.
But I shan't need luck.
Lady Blakeney. Hello, Sally. Will your ladyship be staying the night? I'm not the whole night, and I'll only need this room if I can have it to myself for a few hours. Will you be needing supper? No, thank you. But as soon as Sir Andrew and Lord Anthony arrive, please show them here. Say your ladyship's service.
Ah! Hello!
Well done, waiter.
Nice to see you. I hope there was a good reason that you made us come all the way here to Dover.
Yes, a very good reason, Lord Anthony. Now, I have no desire to waste valuable time, so you must take certain things I'm going to tell you for granted. Your leader and comrade, the Scarlet Pimpernel. My husband, Percy Blakeney, is in deadly peril. No matter how I know this, I only hope it is not too late to save him. However, I cannot do this myself and shall have come to you for help.
Lady Blakeney,
Please, just listen to me first. Chauvelin is also surely aware that the Scarlet Pimpernel and Percy Blakeney are one and the same. Percy has sailed for Calais, and Chauvelin is on his trail. And what do you think will happen? Percy will arrive at his destination and, on the way he is being followed, will find the Count of Tournai. When he is ready to come back here to England, the doors of the travel close. He will be sent to end his normal life upon the guillotine. So I have to know where to find him. Do you still not trust me? Tell me, do I look like a woman who betrayed her own husband?
I should never attribute such evil motives to you, Lady Blakeney, but...
But what?
whose hand guided Chauvelin to the information you say he possesses?
Mine. You see, I willingly confess to it, but I had no idea who the Scarlet Pimpernel was, and my brother's safety was my prize if I succeeded in helping Chauvelin attack him. He forced my hand, but now my husband, your friend and leader, is in peril. Help me save him.
What do you wish us to do? There are 19 of us, willing to lay down our lives for our leader if he's in danger.
There is no need for lives just now, only my wits in a swift boat. First, I must know where to find him. See, I have owned my faults to you. Shall I also confess my weakness? Percy and I have been estranged of late, because you could not trust me, and I was too blind to understand who he was. The bandage you put over my eyes was a thick one, so is it any wonder I did not see through it? But after I led him unwittingly into such danger, it suddenly fell from my eyes. If you do not help me, Sir Andrew, Lord Anthony, I would strive to save him myself. I would do everything I could, and still might be powerless. And nothing would be left for you but lifelong remorse. For me, a broken heart.
You couldn't do this alone. You'd be running a risk to your own life. And besides, your chances of finding them are infinitely remote.
I hope there are risks and dangers, if only so I can atone for all that I've done. But I must get to him. Can't you see that? I love him. I love him. More than I ever thought possible. Oh, but he doesn't know it. So I have to warn him that Chauvelin is on his trail. And even if it is too late to save him, at least I can tell him that I love him. That I can be by his side at last.
I understand, Lady Blakeney. And as I said before, we are completely at your service.
Good. For it will be a race between Chauvelin and me across the channel tonight. The prize will be the life of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Come, meet Blakeney here. English travelers looking for lodging.
Oh, this is the place.
This is the place.
Citizen Esprogod! Citizen Esprogod! gentleman nearby who often comes here to lay out business?
And what would I care about your friends?
You own this inn! Trust me, you would not have mistaken.
Why would I care about an English aristo?
Please, citizeness, he is my husband, and he is in danger. If he has been here, I must know.
Sacre aristos dirtying my inn!
You have seen him.
Maybe I have.
Is there some way we can improve your, memory?
The tall English aristo was here, but left.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Did he order anything before he left? Do anything?
He ordered snapper before he left.
So he is coming back here.
He'll come back. Voila!
Wait,
Don't follow her. Besides, you have no idea how many spies can be around a place like this.
what does it matter? My husband is safe. I'll see him soon. We'll be halfway to England before Chauvelin realizes we have slipped through his fingers.
You're forgetting a very important fact, madame.
What factor?
It stands about 6 feet tall and has the name of Sir Percy Blakeney.
I don't understand.
Do you really think Blakeney would leave Calais without trying to rescue the Count of Charnay? Without trying to rescue your brother?
My brother! Heaven help me, I'd almost forgotten Almonte.
Sir Percival Blakeney would not be the trusted, honored leader of a score of Englishmen if he abandoned those who placed their trust in him.
You're right. But he would not refuse to take the two of you with him when he starts his noble work. You could keep him safe and tell him that Chauvelin is on his side.
But we couldn't leave you here alone.
I'll be fine, I'll escort. Coast if I can wait in another room, where I can be safe from prying eyes. There I can watch for Percy.
All right. Citizeness Brogard! Citizeness Brogard! Our mistress wishes to take a room.
Yes, come, look. You can go over there, go.
Thank you,
Yes,
madame.
you're welcome.
If we don't find Blakeney, in a half hour, we'll return. We can define him.
Good luck.
Thank you. Citizens Brigade! Citizens Brigade! Citizen! A plate of soup and a bottle of wine. Then clear out of here. I wish to be alone. Oh, merci.
Yes, of course.
The English schooner?
Well, you see, we lost sight of her at sundown, but she was heading west toward Cap Grenade. All roads in and out of the city are being patrolled, and the beach and cliffs rigorously searched and guarded.
And does anyone know where this Père Blanchard's hut is that Blakeney is supposedly heading to?
No one yet, but my men are questioning the townsfolk. We'll find it soon.
That'll do. Have Captain Jutley gather some reinforcements and send them to the various patrols, especially those along the beach. They have to keep a lookout for a tall stranger walking, riding, or driving along the road or beach. And once he is sighted, 2 men are to keep him in view at all times. And whoever loses sight of him will pay with their life. Is that clear?
Absolutely clear, citizen.
Good. Now go.
God save our gracious King. Long live our new King. God save you, King. Hello there. Where's that fool Brogard? Oh, I see it's your lawn. I never thought I'd meet you here. Sorry, I seem to have upset you while eating soup too. Oh, nasty, awkward thing, soup. A friend of mine died once like that. Choking on a spoonful of soup.
Charming to see you, said Elsie. You must excuse me. I thought you were on the other side of the channel.
Well, I was. And I'm not. But say, I didn't know you were in holy orders. Though I should have recognized you anywhere, even despite this hat. changes you.
Are you enjoying the Perry, Sir Percy?
It's life, no. Darned uncomfortable place, Perry, just now.
Oh, surely not for an English gentleman like yourself, who takes no interest in the conflict there.
Well, it's no interest of mine, but I'll avoid it all the same. Say, you don't mind, do you? I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, you disgusting pig.
Though, this could really use some salt and pepper. Much better. But that reminds me, a Jew sold me better snuff than I've ever tasted. Will you honor me, monsieur?
Achoo! It's not snuff. Achoo! What is it? Achoo!
Citizen Chauvel!
The tall stranger! Didn't you see him?
No, we cannot say anything!
Here! Through that door, now 5 minutes ago!
We cannot say anything!
And you are 5 minutes too late! You did what you wanted to do! I know! But you took a precious long time doing it! Fortunately, there was not much harm done. Or it would not have fared well for you, Citizen Degas.
But don't worry, Chauvelin. He can't have gotten that far. Captain Julie said 40 men as reinforcements to patrol duty and 20 down to the beach. No one could get to the beach or a boat without being sighted.
Good. And they have their orders?
Yes, they are to shadow as secretly as possible any stranger they may see, especially if he is tall or stooping, as if he might disguise his height.
And they are not to detain such a person, of course. That impudent Scarlet Pimpernel would slip through their clumsy fingers. We must let him get to the Père Blanchard's hut first, and then we'll surround and capture him. Is that clear?
Yes.
Citizen Chauvelin, we found the Pierre Blanchard's hut.
What? How?
An old Jew told us the location.
And where is this Jew?
He refused to come, citizen. He was too afraid.
But he gave us very detailed information, and if it is found that he deceived us, we know where to find him.
Well, this is certainly good news. Citizen Degas?
Yes?
Gather your men. We'll set off immediately. Blakeney can't have made it far.
Yes, go.
As noiselessly as possible, and ascertain if the traitor royalists are in there. Do you understand?
I understand, citizen.
If the Englishman is in there with the traitors, give a sharp, quick whistle as a signal. Seize the men before they have time to draw their firearms, but on no account kill the tall man. Do you understand?
We understand, citizen.
And if the traitors are in there alone, then you are to wait in dead silence until the tall Englishman arrives. Remember, it is him who it is your duty to capture tonight. Now get along, and I shall join you shortly.
Sweetheart. No!
Dear me. This is indeed a pleasant surprise, Lady Blakeney. What has procured me the honor of being followed across the channel by so charming a companion, I cannot conceive. But I think I'll be right in surmising that the first sound from your pretty lips would run away the cunning fox I have taken such pains to track to its lair. However, it is possible that your brother should be free to go off with you tonight, if you remain on this spot without uttering a sound. If you attempt to move from here or utter one word of warning, my men will seize Saint-Just and Etournay and shoot them here before your eyes. All you have to do to save Saint-Just is remain silent and remain here. As for the Scarlet Pimpernel, well, believe me, no warning from you could possibly save him. But I will give you the choice to do as you wish.
You are vile, Chauvelin, to continue to play with my love for my brother and my husband. They're the most noble of men I've ever met. Unlike you, you coward!
You would do well to stay silent, my dear.
Condemn those brave men!
For I told you, a monster and Jews will be spared.
What of my husband, though? Would you force me to see him executed for doing that which is right and just?
He chose his path. And what is I thought it was only causing you boredom and frustration.
I see now that he has loved me always, just as I shall always love him.
Oh, more than you love your brother? Only one may survive this night. If you warn the ways of Scarlet Pimpernel, Amand Saint-Just will die in his place.
Or you could do what is right and spare them both, spare them all.
Oh, spare the traitors, the cursed aristos, and those who harbor them deserve eternal torture. But seeing their heads upon the guillotine will have to suffice.
Tessa will stop you. He will save them. He will prevail.
There you are wrong. The Scarlet Pimpernel will fail this night.
God save our
Quick! Enter the hut! Don't let anyone escape!
No, I'm not.
God save the king.
Percy, please run.
Oh, hush, madam.
Why don't you run? Percy,
No
please
intention of doing anything of the sort.
Sir, Percy Blakeney. I suppose I should have seen the trick.
Oh, don't fault yourself for being slow, monsieur. You aren't the first Frenchman I've fooled.
But I will be the last. My men have you surrounded. Your friends at the hut will never escape. You are trapped, Blakeney. And tomorrow, the Scarlet Pimpernel will go to the guillotine for his crimes against France, and those cursed aristos you've been harboring will be the next in line.
Of course, only one of them is actually an aristocrat. The other is Armand Saint-Just. But you know that, don't you? From what I've heard, you've been trying to use him against my poor wife in a desperate attempt to get her to hand me over.
Well, it worked, didn't it? I have you here, exactly where I want you.
Did it ever occur to you that you are where I want you? You may think that you are a step ahead, but, as always, you are 3 steps behind.
Oh, behind. I have you caught, don't I?
Of course. Caught.
Still.
I suppose that's it then. I'll soon go to my death and no longer be a thorn in your side. It's everything you could have hoped for.
What are you planning, Blakeney?
Planning? I'm not planning anything. Look at me. I'm one man. I can hardly fight off your soldiers, let alone protect my friends. I'm outnumbered, alone, beaten. There's nothing to stop you from killing me right now.
What are you...
Well, of course, if you kill me, you'll never find Armand Saint-Just and the Count that you
No, don't tell me.
We know where they are. They're in the hut behind you.
Are they? Well, perhaps you should check.
Well, are they in there?
Well, you see, they left some time ago. You gave us strict instructions not to leave our posts until the tall Englishman came for them. Well, he never came, so we didn't dare leave.
Can't fault them for following your orders, Chauvelin.
Oh, you were stalling, giving them time to get away.
Was I? Yes, I suppose I was, though I would never pass up a chat with an old friend.
Tell me where they are, now.
You'll have to kill me. I will never betray them.
Oh, it would give me great pleasure to shoot you.
No.
Marguerite, what are you doing?
If I can't save your life, then I'll die by your side.
Oh, we can easily arrange that.
I'm not going to leave you, Percy.
Citizen Chauvelin, we've done this in the Pierre Blanchard's hut.
Amand, I cannot quite reach you without risking your lives and endangering the success of your rescue. When you receive this wait 2 minutes, then creep cautiously to the sea. Give a long, sharp whistle, and my boat will come up. My men will row you to the creek opposite the Chagrin in Calais. I shall be there as soon as possible, with the schooner to take you to England and safety. Do not delay. Oh, Sir Percy! I thought you were only acting the fool before.
Chauvelin, please, don't. You have me. Take me. Let them go.
Oh, why would I do that when I could capture both of my prizes tonight? Citizen de Gare?
Yes?
Take some of your men to the Chagrin Clay. Find Saint-Just and Détourné and take them into custody. The rest of you stay here and take the Scarlet Pimpernel and his charming wife back to Paris, where they'll be tried and executed as the traitors they are.
Yes, citizen. You have your orders. Forward you with me.
Oh, how do you want to play this now, Blakeney? Your plans have failed. You have nothing left. Now, will you come quietly?
Yes. Whatever happens, know that I love you. I love you more than life itself, and I'm sorry that I have doubted you. But I stand by you now
will stay at your side until the end.
Well, that's quite touching, Lady Blakeney, but I'm afraid it will not save your lives. So, what is your decision, Scarlet Pimpernel?
Oh, Chauvelin, once again you prove just how far behind you are. You've just sent all your men on a hunt for 2 ghosts.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you really think Armand and Saint-Just were in Calais? Did you really think I'd tell them to wait for me? Truly, you are more of a fool than I ever pretended to be. And now, you're alone.
Oh, I'm not alone. You're still surrounded.
Yes, well, the 2 men you did not send away are not your men at all. They're mine. Lord Anthony, Sir Andrew. Seems they've disobeyed my orders to remain in England and have instead come to assist me. So you see, Chauvelin, it is you who surrounded. Here's our little games with mine.
It does appear so. I congratulate you, Sir Percy.
Thank you, Anthony. Very good thinking there. That would have been quite the unfortunate mishap, don't you agree?
Yes, quite unfortunate. You're
Really, Chauvelin, you think this will solve matters? You've already been beaten.
I may not be able to find the mensonge juice and détourner, but that does not mean I cannot bring down the Scarlet Pimpernel once and for all.
Well, I shall give you a chance, of course. But I shall think you'll find I'm quite difficult to kill. Before I was a Scarlet Pimpernel, I was trained as a gentleman.
And I have trained just as much. Back off. Do it then.
I have no desire to kill you, Chauvelin. Least of all in front of a lady.
Oh, you Englishmen. So noble.
Not noble enough that I wouldn't leave you to the mercies of the leaders of the Republic. But of course they have no mercy, as has been proven time and again. They shall especially have shown unto you, the man charged only with finding the Scarlet Pimpernel, and who lost him once again. Take him to the city. Let him face his judgment. It's no less than he deserves. Let him stand before that tribunal to which he has sent so many innocents before, especially face their fear. Oh, and Chauvelin, if by some miracle pity is taken upon you, I should look forward to continuing our little game. But until then, I'll be taking my wife and friends to safety.
Disgusting bear!
I was so wise of you. Filled with guilt. If you only knew.
I do know, my dear. Everything.
Can you ever forgive me?
Why, there's nothing to forgive. Your heroism and devotion, which I, alas, so little deserved, has more than atoned for that unfortunate episode of the ball.
Then you knew. All the time.
Yes, I knew, but odds life, my dear. Had I known what a noble heart yours was, I would have trusted you, as you deserve to be trusted. And you would have not had to undergo the terrible sufferings of the past few hours, just to chase after a husband who had done so much that needs forgiveness.
Armand.
Oh, do not fear for Armand, madam. Did I not pledge my word to you that he should be safe? Even now, he and the Count de Tournai are aboard the Daydream, and soon we'll be upon the ship ourselves.
And soon we will be home.
Yes, home. Anthony! Andrew! Sir! Give the signal. Make sure the ship is ready. We'll be joining you shortly.
How do I?
Are you ready,